Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are currently working on getting some of these areas squared away. And we need to do that rather quickly, right? It's 1429. We're running out of time. So we could definitely press Sheikh Victor's claim here. He's got a claim on the whole kingdom of Bulanid. This is kind of expensive. No doubt about that. No doubt about that. We're going to declare this war, and that'll be fine for the moment. So we're also interested in doing a Seize All de Jure lands on White Rus here, just to get that fully under our control. That'll be absolutely fine. We're 3 direct vassals above our limit right now. Can we do anything about that here? No. Okay. So that's noted. We'll have to take a look at how we want to handle that. This guy is not imprisoned, but he is a known criminal. We can't revoke his title, though. He has feudal revocation protection. So that's unfortunate. For the time being, of course, we're going to raise up our forces. Let's start, I think, with White Rus. We should be able to eliminate them quite quickly. And we'll just do something along the lines of this. So, I don't know, like 40,000 is probably more than sufficient for this, right? Hang on. 30,000 and 100,000. Okay. Well, we'll continue to raise up forces. There we go. That's enough. And we're going to stop gathering these guys. And our men-at-arms aren't here yet, but we're going to look to catch a bunch of these down here. And there we go. Our men-at-arms will arrive eventually. After this battle is over. Sadly. We're going to hop up over here and see if just winning this siege will end the war. Where's his leader at? He's in this army. Okay. Well, we'll see what we've got here. 64% war score? Okay. We're going to come down and try to catch him down here. That could theoretically end the war. At any rate, we're going to stack wipe this army. 75. Okay. So for the moment, we're going to make our way up over to here. It'll take us 4 months to get there, and then we'll go after this guy after we're done with that. He's still in disarray. He hasn't managed to get his troops together just yet. We'll see where this army is planning on going. Stack wiping this army would actually end the war. That's intriguing. And it does look like we're going to stack wipe them here. So that looks beautiful, actually. Regent in prison. No, get out of here. Our regent is a jerk, and there's not much we can do about him right now, unfortunately. That was not his entire force, then. Okay. He has a chunk of forces down here. For the time being, that's fine. This siege will likely end the war. I didn't notice this force down here, though. But yeah, it's probably going to end from this. A schemer was discovered. Okay. And in we go. Phenomenal. As expected, war is over, and we're going to enforce those demands. Fantastic. Next up, we're going to head up over here. That'll only be 58 days to get there. That's great. So ticking war score is currently against us. And he can go up to 150 from occupation, but we're going to get here in time. It's not going to be any sort of a problem. 4 direct vassals above. Hang on. We definitely want to swing the scales of power here. 4 direct vassals above is unexpected. It must be kingdom splitting up, right? Let's check our vassals really quick here. And I wish we could sort these properly by rank. That would be nice. Unfortunately, we really can't. But I'm checking through these. So these are kingdom level down here. Yeah, I think they're all kingdom level. Okay, noted. So that's fine. We're going to head on up over here. Our vassal's injured. Oh no. Anyway. We're going to get this siege done very quickly. That will make it so that ticking war score is no longer on his side, even though it hadn't started yet. So that's great. And we're going to just siege our way up to his capital. Maybe sieging the capital wins it. He's probably leading his forces. No, he's actually traveling through our territory. Okay. That's mildly awkward. Sure. So we'll need to come up here and fight these guys eventually, but this honestly is not going to be too much. No, get out of here. This guy's being a complete and total jerk. We knew he would be. We can't do too much about him at this moment because the scheme was discovered. So we can't try that again for 9 years. That's a while. We'll have to deal with the regent for the time being, and there's just not much we can do about him for the moment. It is very sad. So, their capital is about to be taken here. 64% war score? Sure, sounds good. Wait, that's our territory, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay, we're going to head up over here. And he's heading down this way. That's intriguing. He shouldn't do this. Wait, he's moving in to attack us? No, I thought he wouldn't. It's very bad for him to attack us here. So yeah, this is completely fine. This battle should end the war. In theory. Also, I see that factionalism happening. Let's get out of this war. We'll enforce those demands and disband our troops. What do we got going on in here? Peasant rabble. Okay, I don't care about peasant rabble. Peasant rabble is absolutely fine. So that's that taken over. How are we doing? 6 direct vassals above now. Okay, that's going up quick. We need to do something about that for sure. We can't hand any of these over. I'm guessing this is just kingdoms splitting apart. That is likely what's happening here. Just doing a quick once-over to make sure that everything appears to be in its correct position, and it does. So in that case, we're going to have to go into our vassals here, or actually into our prisoners tab. Sort by rank. And what do we got? This guy's a double king. This guy is not. So we can certainly revoke his title. The Sultanate of Ob. Fantastic. So that is, of course, up over this way somewhere. Where is it? Oh, over here. Cool. I'm going to make this guy be the new king of Ob. No, I'm not. What am I doing? We need to give that to an existent king. Someone like one of these. Actually, this guy would do. So we're going to grant the title over here. Perfect. And then this duchy can go here as well. There we go. That puts us at 5 direct vassals above. That is correct. Okay, next up. What do we got? Well, not this guy. We've got Aquitaine here, and actually, that's a pretty solid one. However, he has protected title revocation. So that's unfortunate. In that case, there's not a lot we can do. Okay, moving on. Double king already. Kong would work here. So we would... Never mind, he has protected title revocation. Wow, okay. So this guy would work. So the Sultanate of Lotharingia comes out of there. Actually, he has the Emirate of Angria as well. That's only a duchy level title, though. So we'll do that. Lotharingia is now removed from him, and we're going to merge that with Novgorod. What are you doing here? Okay, I wanted to merge that with Germany. So we're going to grant that over here. Hang on. Grant titles. Sultanate of Lotharingia and everything underneath it. Perfect. I also want to give him the Emirate of Angria. So something like that. There we go. Germany now controls all of that. That puts us at 4 direct vassals above. Okay, this is a kind of tedious process. No doubt about that. But sometimes we just gotta do it. So what's next? We've got Double King. We've got Kong, who we already looked at. He's got title revocation protection. This guy does not directly report to us anymore. Alba. Now that one is fascinating. I'm definitely going to revoke that title. Because that can be granted easily into this guy. We basically want to have empires under us, right? That's what we're going for here, is having empires under us. But we can't hand out empire-level titles. So we're going to do that instead. So that puts us at still 4 vassals because of Northern Isles. Okay, so we need to grant that vassal over here. What do we got? There we go. Perfect. 3 direct vassals. Okay, we're making progress. What else do we have here? Actually, that's kind of the end of the kings that we have imprisoned. So that's awkward. Okay. Well, 3 is better than 6. That's for sure. We will need to handle more of this later. It's probably going to end up having to do more tyrannical revocations. Okay. So what about Finland? What do we got going on here? We could do some duchy conquests. And they're mildly awkward duchies. Okay. Nothing amazing there. Let's check in on Estonia. Anybody got any good claims here? That's kind of an interesting claim. But it's not really what we're looking for. That's more like what we're looking for. So we can get Lithuania fully under our control. This guy is West Francia. Out of curiosity, let's send him a gift, boosting his opinion up. We cannot demand his conversion. We would like to demand his conversion. That's for sure. We have a 74% chance of imprisonment. I don't think a title revocation is actually useful here because he has a claim on Lithuania, though. Does anyone else? Prince Tybalt, but... I mean, I don't see this being actually useful. If we're going to press any of these claims, it should be the King of West Francia because, yeah, he'll gain power out of it, but he won't become an additional vassal. It's expensive. No doubt about that. And I'd really like to get 6,000 prestige so that we can start establishing our culture trait. That'd be nice, but unfortunately, we're spending all of our prestige on conquest right now. So we're going to raise up our forces about here. Men-at-arms, in they come. And we'll raise up a few levy troops. How many does this guy actually have? 40,000? Okay. That'll be fine. No problem whatsoever. There's our 40,000. Let's go up to 100k just in case. There we go. And we'll head on in. I see him heading off this direction. I'm not too concerned about it. Cool. So inward we go. We'll continue to look for these kingdom level claims and prioritize those when possible. But of course, it'll be a little bit. Right? We're not going to have all that many of them. We're going to veto our regent because he's being a jerk. Just nothing we can do about this guy. Absolutely nothing at the moment. We'll have to wait another 8 years, which is very sad. So 3 direct vassals above right now. We would love to change vassalages, but unfortunately, not really any simple options on that right now. We've exhausted all of those options for the moment. So we'll just continue to conquer these territories over here. We should probably send some forces down to fight over here. So we would split off our bombards and probably around, what, 30,000 would be more than enough, I would think. And we'll head on down. Phenomenal. Do we need a siege leader here? We don't need one, but it doesn't hurt. So we'll do something like that. We're no longer wounded. That's good. And we're going to head on in and fight down here. They are not interested in proceeding with their siege, which is good for us. Ooh, we're going to take attrition here? Not that it really matters. Okay. We actually won the war. We must have captured him in the battle there. We must have. Hang on. No, we didn't. But we did get 50 battle war score. Okay, that'll do it. So enforce these demands and disband our troops. This is now under the control of West Francia. Let's take a look at Pomerania here. Do we have anything over here? No. We have no claims whatsoever. So that's mildly awkward. We may have to come back to that. Let's check in on Poland. Nothing. Great Moravia. We have a couple of claims here. De jure is fine. Holy War for Duchy would mean 2 wars. Okay, noted. For the time being, we're not actually interested in that. So we've got Pabia over here, only a single county. For de jure, we've got very little in this area. Okay. Can we start to get any empire-level titles over here? That's what we need to be asking, I think. So, Carpathia? No. West Slavia? No. The Baltic? No. Estonia? Obviously, no, not yet. We can make Russia. And we have some inroads into Scandinavia, but we don't have that just yet. Okay. So the Byzantine Empire, of course, not a lot to do there. We can grab Italia, for sure. Germania, yes. That might give us a few de jure claims here and there. So if we were to check in here, we're going to need to do multiple wars here, right? That's basically guaranteed at this moment. So Estonia is an empire tier realm. That's going to be kind of difficult for us to break into. We may want to think about inviting claimants here, if anyone would come. They likely wouldn't, is my guess, because of the religious differences. Well, definitely not with Estonia. What about Finland? This will create more vassals, so this is not necessarily an ideal scenario, but we can actually bring this guy in. Okay. Someone attempted to have our regent abducted. I'm glad to hear somebody's trying to do that. So we can now press this guy's claim on Finland. He will become our vassal, and we do want to demand his conversion first. Absolutely. Okay, we have an available perk here. Organized March sounds really good. Travel speed is important. And this will cheapen our cost for this, right? That's definitely going to be the case. So we declare this war. This is going to get us an additional vassal. I want to check in on these factions. Okay, still just peasant rabble. I'm really unconcerned about peasant rabble. So we're going to drop a rally point here. We're going to raise our men-at-arms. We're going to raise a few levy troops. What do they have here? 40k? Sounds good. And an ally joined in. 80k. Okay, no problem. We can definitely scale to that. So we'll do something around here. Sounds good. In we head. We see them embarking over here. I'm wondering when our men-at-arms are going to arrive. It's going to be a little bit here. Okay. Never. A peasant's lot is to serve their lord. So the peasants have fired. No shockers here. We knew that was coming, and we're going to raise up... How many troops do we need for this in total? Oh, only 25,000. That is not a lot. Okay. So this is enough troops. We're going to hop in here, and then we're just going to turn around and come up here. And that should be that war over. So that's absolutely great. Up here in Finland, we have our men-at-arms arriving now. So we're going to... I don't think we're actually going to catch any of these guys before they embark. So what we're going to do instead is split off our siege force. About 40k sounds good. And we're just going to walk around this long way over here. And we'll fight them over here. I don't know why they're fighting aggressively. They probably shouldn't be. But whatever. We'll fight them. It's no big deal. And they'd have to re-embark to come back up here. This is really not a good position for them. Like, really not a good position. So we're going to head on over here. They are not happy about this situation, and I can't say that I blame them. We're going to head directly to their capital. We're stack wiping their forces over here. This is not going to go well. Not going to go well at all. So I don't know that we stack wiped all of those. No, we did not, but that's okay. Honestly, with this siege of their capital, that could easily end this war. We got his daughter hostage. Okay. We're at 99%. Ticking is not a thing here, and we have no easy war score to grab, so we're going to have to do this siege. And both wars are now over, so we'll enforce those demands, and enforce these demands as well. We'll disband our troops, and that, of course, means that this guy is now in charge here. He's not very happy. Offensive wars. Fair enough. So that's fine. No issue whatsoever there. We're a little low on our prestige. We might want to consider actually holding another grand tournament, but we can't do that just yet. Maybe just a hunt. Let's see what we've got up over here. A duchy claim. Kind of an awkward duchy claim. 3 total duchies? Sure. For now, that's fine, I guess. We probably want to get a truce going with Estonia and the Byzantines. Our truce with the Byzantines is currently going. So let's go for Estonia as soon as possible. That is a terrible de jure emirate to go for. We do have this duchy, which is an awkward duchy. This is usually the capital of Sweden, but this is Estonia. So the capital's off over this direction. I would kind of like to go for their capital. Like this. We do want to get a truce ticking as soon as possible here. Out of curiosity, what can we do for the Empire of Scandinavia at this point? How close are we? Okay, we need 9 additional counties. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this would get us the Empire of Scandinavia, de jure, which would give us a chunk of Estonia off over here. But the Empire of Estonia is going to be a tough nut to crack. Unless we can get something interesting here in terms of claimants. I mean, we could invite her to court. I'm 99% sure that we cannot actually press her claim. We'll try it. But I'm 99% sure. So, if we were to press that claim, yeah, her claim doesn't show up. So that is expected. In that case, what else can we do over here? I would like to get, like, all of Pomerania under control. We could bring in additional claimants here. We would need male claimants. He would not come to court and would not come to court. Okay. So Pomerania isn't a real option on that front. What about Pabia? Potentially. Wait a second. Pabia has a female ruler, so I believe we can press female claims against female rulers. That's something to note. Would any of these people come to court? She would. So let's bring her to our court. And there she is. We want to convert her over to a Sharism. There we go. And now I believe we can press her claim. Yes, because this is a female ruler, we can press a female claim. That's perfect. It's expensive. No doubt about that. But it is perfect. So we'll declare this war on Pabia. That will get us another good chunk of Europe taken over here. Our vassal limit's an issue. There's no doubt about that. And we're also quickly running out of prestige. That's also a bit of an issue. We'll address both of those points soon enough. So we'll get some men-at-arms here, and we'll get some levy troops. What do they have right now? 75k? Seems fine. And there's their full army right there. Beautiful. So let's go to like 200k. Sure. Just so they don't stack wipe this. No, Regent, get out of here. Regent is being a jerk. We expect that of him, of course, but he's being a jerk. So we're going to let them just do what they're going to do up here until our men-at-arms show up. 3, 2, 1, and there they are. So we're going to split off our siege force here. 30k is likely sufficient, but let's go up to 40. Even that's maybe a little bit in danger from their army, but as long as we can eliminate their army, it won't be a problem, right? So we are going to wander on up over here and just try to get rid of their army. They're spread out, and we can probably stack wipe this. Oh yeah, that's wiping. Beautiful. So we just stack wiped their entire army. Sure, show in this lady. Cool. So with their army stack wiped, we can come up and start a slow siege up over here. We can see that they're getting like some mercenaries or something. That's fine. What we want to do right now is go head over towards their capital. So that's exactly what we're doing. This war will be over very, very shortly here. We can actually go directly into their capital. I thought we'd have to grab this barony first, but no, this is fine. This is likely to end the war. Beautiful. So we'll enforce those demands and disband our troops. Excellent. So with those kingdoms under our control, that's actually a lot of land that we just took. That's a lot of land. It's to the point where we're back up to 6 vassals above our vassal limit, but we're still at 1.15 million troops. That's kind of huge. Okay, West Slavia. Can we grab that yet? Not yet. Noted. Carpathia we can't grab yet either. So that's all fine, but there's only a few remaining locations here, right? We do need to go after Estonia. Unfortunately, breaking into this empire is going to be complicated for us. We could maybe grab some kingdom-related titles here, but this guy considers our faith to be hostile, so we can't straight up usurp them. That's going to be difficult. The Byzantines are in much the same position, right? But we have a truce with them right now. I'd like to knock Hungary out. And we could maybe do a similar sort of claimant thing here. This would need to be a male claimant. So would not come to our court and would not come to our court. So no option for Hungary there. So realistically, it's probably going to end up being duchy-level conquests to deal with this, but that is going to take a little bit of time. So we've got a few locations left here. 4 kingdoms, actually 5 kingdoms, and 2 empires is what we've got. Okay, well, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we're going to continue carving into these guys. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Shadow Wolf, Andy McGar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12UK, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.